Okay folks, what you're looking at here is my Jersey bull calf, which is heading up right now. See him right there between the chicken tractors. What you're looking at is his shelter that I made for winter. It's basically a couple cattle panels with a tarp over top. And what I'd like to do today is start making arrangements to make that portable so I can move it around. If I can control where Norm lays down, then I can control where I increase fertility. Because as we know, when Jerseys or cattle get up, not necessarily Jerseys I guess, first thing they do is like to poop and pee. So what I'm going to do, the plan is to use some of these maple trees or logs that I've saved and create a base. I need it to be 9 by 7, 9 foot long, 7 foot wide. So I'm going to get started here and see what I can come up with. Okay, so I took a couple minutes and I cut this one down to 9, that one down to 9, and these two down to 7 feet. Now what I'm going to kind of do is notch out the corners like a log cabin and make them link together a little bit tighter, and then I'm going to fasten them together with either nails or screws. These corners are pretty easy to do. Don't confuse yourself when you go to do these corners. All you got to do is take your saw and cut through where you want your notch in your logs, and then get you a chisel and a hammer and knock them out. Pretty simple. Okay, so after all the chiseling was done, this is what I'm left with. 2 connections that will go right together like they should. So now what we have is 1 corner done. 3 more to go. Okay, now that I've got the corners notched the way I like them, I went ahead and put screws in them. The screws I used are a 6-inch screw and a 4-inch screw. I got 1 of each in every single corner. Okay, now the task of tearing this apart and transferring it over to the frame we made so we can move it. So the first thing I got to do is kill the power because I don't want to touch this poly wire. And then I've just got sets of screws around each wire on the cattle panel, and then screws through the tarp that I need to take down. So that's where I'll start taking things apart. Okay, so I've got all the screws removed from everything. I think it's pretty much free to move right over to our frame. One thing I did to help keep it from trying to flop back flat was put a couple winch straps in here, a little bit of tension on them, and that'll help keep it the shape that it is. Now I just got to try and move it over here to the frame, and I wish I had my tripod, but I don't, so you're just going to have to see it after the fact. Okay, so carrying it over was pretty easy. I'm a pretty tall guy, so I was able just to stand up, put my arms up, and lift it and carry it right over and set it right down on here. I went ahead and took some screws and attached it around the bottom. I still got 1 winch strap in here because when I take the winch strap off, it wants to go whoop and set at this angle. So I've got to add some more supports here, and I just need to figure out how I'm going to go about that yet. Okay, so I think I'm all done for today on this project. Too many other things to contend to yet today. I got afternoon chores to take care of, so. But I went ahead and just put a cross brace in the back to help give it the extra support. And that seems to be working. He's already been in there once, checked it out. And then I attached his mineral feeder right here on the side. I do offer a little bit of Redmond's mineral.